Hi friends, Rebecca here from my home in San Pancho, Nayarit, Mexico. I'm coming to you from my lotus pond. What a perfect place to come to you to introduce you to video number 2, or video for week 2 of the 21-day meditation challenge. Welcome. I'm excited to be here, and I want to first of all congratulate you for getting through week 1. We've at this point hopefully practiced daily for 7 days out of 21. I know I have, and there's been a lot of resistance and obstacles and challenges, but I created a strong commitment and a strong intention, and I've done it. So I feel happy, accomplished, and excited to be on this journey with you all. So I was just reflecting as I was sitting down by this lotus pond here today. That is what a perfect place to come to you all and talk about meditation. I don't know if you know the lotus flower, but they're pretty. I never lived in a home where I had a lotus pond, but it's pretty fascinating because these lotus flowers are completely different every day. They show up and they are different and they look different and they feel different, and what was there yesterday is no longer here today, and what is here today will very probably no longer be there tomorrow. So it feels like a quite beautiful metaphor for how it seems to be with practice. And when we come to our cushion or our mat and we engage with ourselves in that manner, that is meditation, we attend to our mind. We start noticing after a few days, and I'm sure you have noticed that by now, that our state of mind is very different from day to day. Someday we wake up feeling some sadness, and we're not sure why. And someday we wake up and we're extremely excited and feel full of joy and happiness and excitement. So sometimes I joke about meditation being like taking the temperature, or checking the weather. It's kind of checking the weather with ourselves and taking the temperature of our bodies and where we're at for that specific day. So I would love to hear what your experience is with this first week, with this first 7 days of meditation. And I do want to give you a handful of tips for this coming week, for week 2. So before I jump into the tips, just sharing a little bit of my experience in the hopes that it will resonate with you for this first week. So at this point we've established a daily practice, hopefully. Maybe there was a day that we missed, or 2, or we didn't do it at the time that we had set out to do it. But through this commitment and through this process and engaging to this, we probably have meditated a lot more, or a lot more many days than usually. So that is wonderful, and that is what these challenges and these commitments serve for me, and I think probably for you as well. So at this point we probably also have experienced some obstacles of the actual meditation practice. So there's this traditional teaching that I might offer sometime in the future, but it talks about 6 basic obstacles to meditation, and also about 8 antidotes to these obstacles. And just to mention a few that you might have experienced this week, the first one is actually called laziness, which is not even getting to the meditation altogether. But if we do overcome this obstacle and we do get to our cushion, then there is another handful of obstacles that we get to be blessed with, to experience. And one of them is sleepiness or drowsiness, just feeling like we're checking out, we're falling asleep during our practice. And another one is discursiveness, or the opposite to sleepiness actually. It's a lot of mental activity and just feeling overwhelmed by it. And you probably have experienced both of this by now. If not, stay tuned. They're probably just around the corner for you, so you won't miss out on anything. And yeah, you probably had some moments of stillness and maybe even some moments of boredom. And yeah, I'm just curious to see where this all goes. But at this point, we have established a daily practice, and we're ready to keep it up, to keep up our practice, to sink in to this practice, to stabilize it in some sense. So, what are my tips to you for this week too? My first tip is to reconnect with your intention. So, about a week ago, I asked you to set an intention and write it down and speak it out loud and ideally share with someone else. So I invite you to reconnect with this intention at this point. So find it, dig it out from wherever you wrote it, where it is, and read it out loud. If you cannot find it or you forgot about it, then just make a new one. So just find a little moment to re-establish and reconnect with your intention and your aspiration for doing this 21-day meditation practice. So on that note, I'm just gonna take a few seconds to share with you mine. So my intention was and is to practice daily meditation for these 21 days, every day. I would like to do that first thing in the morning, even before I eat breakfast, as I know once I have breakfast and get going, the day happens. And if for me, and very often for other people too, if meditation is not on the top of your list of priorities, it's often last, and very often it doesn't happen. So that is what works for me. So my intention is to practice every day for an amount of 45 minutes daily, first thing in the morning, and I am committing to do guided practices and self-guided practices of meditating with the body, which is my teacher Reggie Ray's body of teachings. And yeah, that is my intention. So I just took this moment to reconnect with my intention. So it can be very fast. It can just take about a minute, but I think very potent. And another little tip that I would like to offer for this second week, so at this point it's probably a little easier for us to get to the cushion and make it happen. But it's important that at the beginning of each session that we actually take also about a minute or just a moment, a little moment of time to connect with our motivation, the reason why. And we can have like an overall reason why, of why we practice in general, or we can have just a daily reason why. So whatever it is, just connect with the why, the reason that why we want and long for a daily meditation practice. So just to mention a few things, I probably could go on with a list of 108 reasons why I practice meditation, but I'll just share a few. My main reason is to feel more embodied, more in my body, and with that comes a certain presence and a certain grounding that makes me be able to be present with myself and more present with others. And I really feel like by practicing meditation, I can be more aware, more conscious of what's going on within me, and also actually more empathic and more understanding of what's going on with others. And with that, I really think with my little grain of sand, I make the world a better place. So in the spirit of wanting to make the world a good place, a better place, I practice meditation. So that was just a little moment to share my reasons why. And I invite you to do the same. It's really powerful to have a strong why when we practice, because it's challenging, and if we don't, it will be very, very conducive to not practice if we forget the reason why we do that. So I recommend you staying steady this week. Keep up your daily practice and reconnect with your intention. And make sure you take a little moment at the beginning of your session to just connect with your reason why you practice. And I think that's all for this week. I hope this was helpful for you. I send you much love and encouragement, and I'm excited to be on this journey with you at the same time. And if you want to keep receiving videos and news from me and you're not subscribed yet to my channel, my website, please go to rebeccacastella.com and sign up so you can get emails in your inbox with news and updates and meditation tips. I hope you're well, and much love to you all. See you next week. Bye.